Hey there, hi there, ho there, peeps. I don't even know if I'm looking into the camera right now because I'm like looking off this way, it looks like, but I'm really not. Um, I'm here today with my oldest daughter, and we are going to, we are starting this channel, and it is called Living with Depression, Living with Sadness. And we both have been diagnosed at some point in life with depression. And we are living in it. You don't have to, um, can I keep it real? Can I keep it real? You don't have to commit suicide because you're depressed. I mean, like, there are other options. We are not taking medication right now. Some people have to take medication, so I'm not down with medication at all. But it's a lot. It's something like that. You know, it's doable. And right now we are just chomping down on some Cheerios, Fruit Loops,
Cheerios,
Fruit Loops. This is not an endorsement for almond milk. It's not an endorsement for
no,
Fruit Loops.
because cow milk is kind of gross. Like if you think about it.
Somebody,
Can I tell a story real quick? So Facebook is like weird, kind of. So I'm scrolling through Facebook. It's a normal day, right? I thought it was gonna be a normal day, and then I see this video, right, of this pit bull, and it's a girl. She's like pregnant or something. So I'm looking at it, and like you know, it's like with milk. So the guy squats down, and he starts drinking the dog's milk. That's disgusting. I don't know if that guy will ever see this video. I don't really care. That's disgusting. That really is.
It's disgusting.
So then I thought about it, and that's the same thing we're doing to cows. Like, did anybody ever think about the first person to drink cow's milk? Like they had to squat down and drink it from the cow. That's not cool. That's gross. So now I'm drinking almond milk.
This is gonna be my signal for moving right along.
That's gross.
Somebody said that somebody that I'm working with now. I'm in this teaching fellow program, and it's really hectic. But one of my co-fellows was saying, somebody was saying that cow milk, how their stomach sometimes they're lactose intolerant, like me. Like sometimes I could eat ice cream and get away with it. Sometimes I can drink milk. Sometimes I can eat cheese and get away with it. And sometimes it tears up my stomach. And he says, after a certain time, he says, as babies, I think that we can benefit from the cow milk. It has like nutrients and whatever in it. But after a certain age, he said, I don't think that humans are supposed to digest cow milk. I'm like, okay. But everybody's not lactose intolerant. Anyway.
But everybody's disgusting. Somebody is like disgusting.
We're moving right along. We're gonna play this game of Manpower while we talk. But while we were setting it up, hello.
It's a game from
African
Africa.
game.
Yeah.
Originally.
I didn't know that.
And I lost the instructions, but you can Google it, look it up on YouTube. There are several ways to play. One way that Yasmin is saying that she played in school is capture.
No, not at school. In iMessage. On your phone.
Okay. Well, the traditional way, if I remember correctly, does involve capture. It makes the game go by faster, though. I was thinking that we're going to use this. I was going to use this game for strategy at some point and teach it, but I'm sorry for those people who are offended by people eating, and I feel like it really grosses you out. Maybe you should fast forward or like not watch it. I don't know. Sorry. that wasn't passive aggressive. My kids think that I'm very passive aggressive. I said this a while ago. Let me get some cereal now because if I don't get it now, I won't get any. The cereal box came with 2 bags, and one is already finished. And she says, "Oh, I didn't even eat any." And I'm like, "Well, why are you lashing out?" I'm just saying I'm leaving. She said, "Oh, you're being passive aggressive." It really wasn't. A lot of people think I'm passive aggressive. I'm not.
Can somebody tell her that was? Because I'm the only person sitting here, so the fact that it's not to be disrespectful. Like, I'm the only person sitting here, so I don't know.
I wasn't there.
You have to argue about that in the comments, though.
Okay. So, we're making light of this, but I guess I want to say in the beginning, if you are a person that's suffering with depression, you should get a counselor, speak to a counselor.
Speak to somebody, speak to anybody.
There are a lot of numbers that you can call. We'll give you some, probably in the descriptions. I don't know how to put anything in the descriptions. I'm leaving it up to you.
No, I'm gonna put something in the descriptions.
Like numbers and helplines and whatnot. I'm almost finished with the cereal, and
I'm separating the other colors from the blue colors. Oh, you can't see that. Let me see. Let me see. No. I'm separating the Fruit Loops. You can see.
Yeah, we see.
I'll be finished with it in a few minutes.
So, I was just saying to Yasmin that sometimes people hide things like they're being abused physically or mentally. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but sometimes, especially as people of color, and we people of color, I'm going to finish what I was saying. I realized I said sometimes, and I didn't finish it, but I'm going to come back to that. People of color, for the most part, black people, African Americans, were raised, and I know that other people of color are raised that way too, but to feel like you can't say that I'm not okay mentally. Like mentally I'm struggling with something, you know? Because the first thing that everybody says is that you're crazy, right? But we're here to encourage you today. That, what's that pyramid thing that you said?
It's a triangle.
Triangle. Pyramid, triangle.
Your thoughts, emotions, and behavior. They're all connected. It's not one is more important than the other. It's a triangle. All the sides have to be there for it to be a triangle. So your thoughts impact your emotions the same way your behavior impacts your emotions and everything like that. So once you identify what you're thinking, feeling, and doing, you become better, which you're in the middle of the triangle, that's a triangle. And you become better that way. Because they're all impacting you the same way. It's not one is more important than the other.
That's true.
I finished the thing, by the way. They're all blue. If y'all can see it, they're all blue.
I can see that. So one thing that we were talking about the other day is that forgive my nails, you know, whatever. I talk with my hands a lot. A lot of my behavior, the things that I do now, I do out of protection, and I formed them from being a child and going through some really massive things. And I didn't realize that they say, I didn't realize that this is the thing, but they say that when you go through trauma, and this is another thing that I'm learning in school, because I'm back in school, I'm doing my master's degree, and it makes a lot of sense. And one of the things that they say, that research says, is that when you go through trauma in the first few years, I forgot how many years of your life as a baby, as an infant, as a kid, it impacts, it becomes a part of you, it impacts you, it affects the way you think and the way you behave. I didn't know that. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So a lot of things that my behavior, I thought I'm tough because, and I'm tough because, and I grew up because, and I do this because. And I didn't realize that the things that I went through would be considered trauma.
Yeah.
And they have made me a negative person, and they have made me a person that's untrusting. A lot of things that we'll probably get into, but this is just like a surface right now. So as we get comments and as we get, you guys can tell us some things that you might want us to talk about, or like if you have some questions that you might want us to think about, or advice and to answer. And by no means are we counselors or so we would suggest that you go to a counselor. But if you have questions that you would want a regular person or a person that's going through the same struggle as you to answer, we'll try to come up with something for that to help out. But I came up with a channel, and yes, I'm going to do a shameless plug. I have like 3 channels. I have one for my dance team, which is on a little bit of a hiatus right now. We're going to come back to that. And I have one that's called Tea Time with T, where I kind of wanted to get into these things, but it's kind of really deep to go into some things, and I kind of like chicken out. But I think in this platform, I might be able to, like in a conversation type thing, be more forthcoming with what I was saying. Did I ever finish my sentence when I said sometimes? Oh yes,
I had no idea.
I didn't. Sometimes you'll ask people how they're doing, and they'll say, like, especially like Christians, they'll say, I'm blessed and highly favored. First of all, you're avoiding the question. You did not answer my question. You're redirecting my question. You're not telling me how you're doing. And we can be going through things, because I'm guilty of it at times, and going through things mentally, and things are going on in your home, your heart, whatever. You're suffering from the loss of a relationship. You're suffering from the abuse. You're suffering from whatever you're suffering from. You're sad. You're feeling lonely. You're feeling depressed. And then you put on this big face, I'm blessed and highly favored. It's really fake. So, we're just encouraging you. If you don't speak up and say something, nobody can help you. You can't be helped. If you can't admit, knowing and admitting that there's something happening, that there's something wrong. And not to say that there's something wrong with you, but admitting that you need help is the first step. Now we're going to play Man Collar.
Finally.
And so, yeah. So, I almost fell off this stool. So first of all, we're not going to talk. What's happening?
We're going to talk a little bit.
Okay. Can we do it sideways like that?
Yeah.
You all right with that? You on your side?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I do it this way, you're going to be okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't be okay. It's all right. I need, I'm very, I don't know what you call it. If you guys know what you call it, where you need everything like
OCD.
a little bit. A little bit. I need it in front of me, right? All right. So basically, I'm going to start, please. Because, it's very strategic, but I have to do my thing. So one thing that, and I know one thing that I always didn't like about Man Collar, and I see like the kids doing it really quickly, we're going to get to it, is that sometimes the pieces don't fit. So what you're going to see me do is I'm going to put them on the sides here in front of the cups, because I just think it's better. All right. So let me think.
Let's
I like
start.
to think. I'm starting. I'm going to think in my head.
If I'm smart enough to do it, there's going to be a little timer on the side of the video. All right? There's no promises.
So she's going to try to edit this. She has like editing software. So I landed in my Man Collar. I don't know if you guys can see that little thing. And so if I land in my man,